Let's get into our news. I first want to start off with an article on the Great Bear Sea. Natives of the Cascadia in British Columbia have been working recently with the Canadian government in British Columbia to protect their wildlife. This has all been spurred by former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who not only signed but codified into law the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, and Canada then became the first country in the world to codify it into law. Since then, 28 historical crabbing sites have been closed off to only native peoples, and in many of these spots, only subsistence fishing is allowed, meaning you're not like buying it and selling it to people. You're doing it to live, to eat this stuff, right? They have also instituted a ban on killing both grizzly bears and black bears. In 2017, they banned grizzly bear hunting at the Coastal First Nations' behest. And a few years later, they also recognized the Kitasoo ban on hunting black bears. The black bears especially are really important to native peoples because of spirit bears. And if you've never seen a spirit bear, I'll try to throw some up on the screen. They're really cool. They're just like a really white black bear, and it's a genetic mutation of the black bear that turns them white. And because there are such sacred animals, they have instituted that ban on the killing of them. Even if they weren't sacred, I think that just like all of nature is sacred, so I think that's a good idea. I'm sure that native people would agree with me. British Columbia parks have also worked with First Nations on the Central Coast to start a joint enforcement program, and the enforcers, they call them guardians. The article says it's like they're a mixture of a park ranger and a coast guard. If a guardian passes the province's ranger trainings, they have the authority to not only enforce British Columbian but also Indigenous laws in their provincial parks. Obviously, due to climate change, it's becoming ever more important that those who know how to properly steward the land be given a higher authority. Of course, climate change is something that's going to require global cooperation, but let's not diminish individual nations and individual people's choices, because obviously any kind of great change starts at the individual level and starts at like the small collective level and then slowly expands out from there. And the more that we can give control to Indigenous peoples, the better chance we have at eliminating climate change.